Yeah, look, and certainly I know you can see the sort of Revo behind me. I'll get my pointing right. That's my biometer. So that's what I measure a number of different eye measurements on for with regards to myopia in particular. We get eye length, we get corneal curvature. We're measuring the state of the macula with it. And that has algorithms in it now where you can type in how many family members have myopia, what's the current person's what's the person's current prescription. We're obviously measuring eye length data in there. It's factoring in corneal curvature to and comparing it to kind of these researched risk profiles. Now, the challenge we've got is that that's not a bad starting point, and we can sort of graph changes and those sorts of things. But there's some arguments that it's not yet quite specific enough to myopic populations to really give us really strong guidance. There's certainly very, very useful tools and so much better than what we had even just a few years ago. So yes, I think that's the space that is really going to change. It's the predicting those people who might be at risk of becoming myopic, but also kind of going, okay, is this someone that we might need to consider, a double strategy right from the word go, rather than starting with something and waiting. I mean, at the moment, that's the process says, well, you are myopic, you're at medium to high risk of progressing. Let's get you into some sort of myopia control, and then we watch to see how effective that is before we start considering layering adjunct therapies, because it all costs money to the patient, and it's all a time basis. So we've got to sort of manage the cost and lifestyle in all of this as well. But if we can have AI starting to kind of be a lot more individual, being able to give us a lot more guidance on the individual patient, that would be fantastic. And that's where I can really see the space starting to sort of expand.
But is that a common tool that's used in optometry practices in Australia right now, or are you sort of a little bit ahead of the curve in that field?
I think myopia is probably the one where there's enough collective interest in it that
Yeah.
there's research into it. There's the equipment manufacturers. I mean, and obviously if there's a commercial aspect to it, then that obviously helps drive innovation. So, and in my practice where we're dealing with lots of different kind of sort of niche things that we're sort of dealing with, then that's the most obvious one for us. I probably wouldn't see it in other areas yet, but although, I can imagine it happening in the dry eye space, because that's another area that's expanding very, very quickly. And for optometrists involved in co-management of things like glaucoma, I can only assume that that's going to be increasing over, in optometry as well.
Yeah.